Hey, I'm Sophie from Currys, and today we're going to be looking at the fantastic LG G1 and 3 things we love about it. Starting with the SELF-LIT OLED Evo technology, the flush wall-mount design, and the Alpha 9 Gen 4 AI processor 4K. We're off to the studio lab now, where one of LG's ambassadors, Pav, is going to join me, and we're going to look at this fantastic OLED. So we're here behind the scenes and I'm joined by Pav, an LG ambassador. Very excited because the crew haven't let us in here all day. So this is our lab where we've got the G1 set up mounted on the wall. Let's go.
That's the call. Let's do it.
Oh, wow.
That really looks wicked.
It does look wicked.
I love that.
So good.
Wow. I mean, I've never actually seen the gallery bracket and a TV with a normal bracket side by side. That looks absolutely unbelievable. You can just see how flat that is as well.
So that's one of the reasons we've got the 2 TVs. The other one is, of course, we can really see the comparison of the LG OLED Evo versus just a standard LED TV. So let's dim the lights, create a bit of ambience. So I've experienced a lot of LG OLED TVs, and I can say they are incredible. And now you guys have brought out LG OLED Evo.
It's essentially the next evolution in OLED technology. So OLED technology is amazing. It's got those self-lit pixels, but Evo's taking it to that next level and bringing you more brightness and more clarity. The way it's doing that is using new materials to give you more color intensity, and also we've added layers to then give you more brightness as well at the same time. And that's going to work with the Alpha 9 Gen 4 processor to bring together that wonderful image that you're seeing at the moment. There is a little bit in this specific video. It's got a cube just in the middle and it looks absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I know the bit. So let's spin it onto that.
The cube's the brightest part of the TV, obviously.
Yeah.
And if we can have a look at the LED, you can see that there's a lot of brightness there, and brightness is great, but it's actually been a bit detrimental to this particular image.
Sure.
It's bleeding out and you're seeing the light coming over the cube. Come and have a look at the OLED Evo. It looks absolutely brilliant. It's defined, you can see the lines in the cube, but the brightness is still there. And that's the beauty of the Evo technology.
So the next thing we should look at is the flush wall mount design. Now, our crew have actually built a wall.
Yeah.
So you can see how far this juts out compared to that one.
Yep.
And it's quite a difference. And I'm gonna measure it, so 16 centimeters. If we go over here, there's kind of nothing to say really, is there? Because you can see yourself how different that is.
Yeah, there's almost no point measuring it, honestly.
Quite a phenomenal difference that, isn't it?
Yeah.
It really is.
Obviously it's got the gallery design, so it's completely flush to the wall.
But what is different about that bracket versus like this bracket?
It allows it to sit flush to the wall, so it sits in a recess behind the TV that's then pushed back. When we look at this TV, remember both of these TVs are exactly the same size. They're 55 inches, but they look completely different because that one's coming off the wall so much.
Yeah.
But I mentioned the wall bracket. Also, you've got the cable management that runs down in the recess behind the TV, so everything's flat to the wall. You get that really nice, elegant design on the TV.
Right, so we've switched this off so we can really focus on the G1.
Okay.
And we should finally talk about the Alpha 9 Gen 4 AI processor 4K. People who don't know what it is, what is it?
It's essentially the brain of the TV, is the processor. It's important to remember that Alpha 9, we don't actually use that in any other technology. So it's dedicated to OLED. It gives you the perfect picture when you're watching an OLED TV. What it does is it uses AI to detect scenes and detect objects on the TV. So like we're seeing buildings and trees on this lovely content here, the TV's recognizing that and it's enhancing the detail and taking references from a database of images.
The outdoorsy shots, I feel like I'm literally there. It's so immersive.
Yeah, so that's with that OLED Evo technology that we spoke about a little earlier.
Yeah.
And the Alpha 9 Gen 4 processor working together to give you that ultimate OLED experience.
So if you like the look of the LG G1 OLED TV and you want to know more info about it, why don't you visit us in store, head online or chat to one of my colleagues on Shop Live.